Welcome to Oz Arab Media. I'm your boy SJ from Love of the Game, and we're here at a historic moment with the first ever Australian side attending the World Cup in Oman. I'm here with the captain, Sam Young. Has that moment sunk in for you that you're actually the captain of the first team to represent Australia?
Probably not yet. I think we're a couple of days away from flying in, so it's going to start sinking in sooner or later in the next couple of days. I think as we get closer. But yeah, pretty excited.
Now, how's the preparation been? Are all the boys sort of excited to fly out, and have you guys kind of scouted your opposition and what to expect?
Yeah, definitely. We've watched a fair bit of footage of the other teams, and I think we're pretty excited, and everyone's been motivated to catch a few games, and the standard looks pretty high. So I think we're all pretty aware that we're going to have to be on our game if we're going to progress. So no, we're up for the challenge.
Now, I've got to ask you, what is the difference between 11-a-side soccer and the 6-a-side game?
It's a good question. I find the six-side format a lot faster. Probably the intensity is a lot higher, which is why you need to use the full team subs on and off to keep that intensity up. A lot of one-on-one skill. Everyone's got to be good on the ball. Everyone's got to be responsible on the ball. So yeah, it makes it a high intense game, I'd say.
Now, look, you had a part in making the team. What are two boys that everyone should be keeping an eye out on?
It's a good question. One of our younger players, Benham's got a bag full of skills. I think he's got a goal or two and can surprise any of our opponents. So he's probably one of the goal scoring threats for us. Equally, but oppositely, our oldest player, Shane in goals. He's got a wealth of experience and he's a real leader from the back and good with his feet. And demands a lot from his defensive line. So he's also one that hopefully will bring us home as well. So
Beautiful. And what's going to make a successful tour for you guys? Can you bring home the gold, the trophy?
well, I guess it's our first tour, so it's hard to know what to expect. I think that we have our eyes set on getting out of the group for sure. And other than that, I think we're trying to go in with not too many expectations or anything like that, but. Yeah, let's see where it goes, I guess.
Beautiful. Well, congratulations. And I guess here, especially at Oz Arab Media, we're going to be keeping a close eye on you guys and cheering you on.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for your
Beautiful.
time.
Thank you. Now with Shane Watson, one of the names that Captain Sam Young has mentioned is getting in for a breakout tournament. How are you feeling about this upcoming tournament?
Really excited. We've been training now for a while. I think all the guys are, pumped up for it, and we're really looking forward to it. It's a interesting location as well. I don't think anyone's ever been to Oman, so that's also going to be interesting off the field as well as on.
Now, I know you're a futsal sort of goalkeeper. What's the difference between that and soccer goalkeeper? Is there a bit of a change to your role or your preparation?
There are some similarities. It definitely helps to play futsal. It's probably closer to futsal than it is 11-a-side outdoor. I'd say one of the main differences is how much footwork you have to do, just passing back and becoming like an outdoor field player as well. Goals are a little bit bigger as well, so it's just more of a combination of technique between the two of them.
Now, I've got to ask you, like with these tournaments, it does always come down to penalties. How would you prepare for penalties at in this tournament where you're not too familiar with the players?
Yeah, I'm also not familiar with the penalty style as well. They do a 1v1 from halfway with a time clock on. I'll be honest, I've never been in that scenario before. I've seen a lot of it on television, so it'll be totally new to me. So I've practiced a little bit with the guys at training, but it'll be a eye-opener if we get into that scenario. So hopefully we just win and I don't have to worry about that sort of stuff.
Beautiful. And how excited are you for this tournament, especially with the great bunch of boys that you guys have here? What's the expectations?
Well, it is our first go in the tournament. So hopefully we want to be competitive. That's just like a starting point. If we can pick up some points, great. Anything into the second round and beyond that is just a massive bonus. The team's absolute quality, so the expectations aren't like massively high, but at the same time, we want to give our best and obviously be competitive in all of our matches.
Beautiful. Now, thank you so much for your time, and good luck in Oman.
Thank you very much.
I'm joined by Jared Martin, the director of Mosaic Sporting Club. I guess congratulations in order. All the hard work's pretty much done now. Now you guys got to watch the boys play. How excited are you for this moment?
Oh, very excited. It's been a big build-up. A lot of work has gone into it. It's been a massive effort. All the guys are really pumped to be going. We're very excited, confident, quietly confident. And it's the start of a big journey for us. So we go there hoping to do well, as Sam mentioned previously, to progress out of the group. And then from there, who knows what next, but then build from there and then follow up next year, go again, and from there keep building year after year.
Now, what inspired you to create this team? First six-a-side club for Australia, representing Australia over there in Oman. What was the inspiration behind it?
Wow. Okay. So I had my first experience of coaching actually on the South Africa team in 2019 World Cup, actually held here in Australia in Perth. That motivated me. The experience was out of this world. Like, it was just great. And coming from a futsal background, I manage some Mosaic Metros is ostensibly a futsal club, but then obviously philosophically the idea for futsal is to integrate that into the bigger game, into the outdoor game, and then six-a-side naturally comes in as that hybrid, as that further stepping stone transition. It is a sport in its own right. Around the world, it's kind of played to a higher level, very, very highly resourced. We're going to be playing against some very competent teams that specialise in six-a-side, small-sided football, mini football. But for me, it was just as Sam alluded to, it's the intensity, it's all the best aspects and elements of futsal, and combined with all the best elements of football. So for me, it's a very entertaining game. It's a great spectacle, but it really does give opportunities for players to really showcase their skills, technique, and talent.
So in the team, who has the most flair from your eyes? That's caught your eye so far.
Big question. I think certain players, as Sam Benham, definitely is one to watch out for. But right through the team, we've got some players with a lot of skills, a lot of technique, a lot of experience. Sam himself is a pivotal player. He's a bit of a linchpin player for us. Hassan, again, great player, great understanding of the game, great movement, great composure on the ball. We've actually we've done very well to build the team and assemble the team that we have. But right through the team, I couldn't really pick one out in particular, but certainly John Stambo, another one. He's got a lot of flair, a lot of movement, a lot of tricks. Will interlink and interplay with the whole team and be a driving force from the middle of the pack. So yeah, right through the team, we've got good players.
Now, my last question is, as you said, it's a new game to the Australian scene. How can you guys build off this momentum to make it a bigger sport in Australia?
Oh, massive question. Yeah, so that's in essence, like I said, we this is the start of the journey. We go there, we give a good account of ourselves, obviously provide good profile, be great ambassadors for Australia. Then we return in 2025 is where we really look to kind of like get it out into the communities, talk to clubs that are starting to do, they already do summer soccer on a kind of social competitions basis. We then now want to engage with those clubs and other operators and venues to say, look, how can we build on this and really get players, managers, coaches, clubs, sporting bodies to kind of like invest energies and resources into the six-a-side game, because I think it really will develop football and the sport in Australia.
Now, my love of the game question is there a chance that we could bring this tournament to Australia one day?
Well, funny you should mention that. So when I'll be in Muscat in Oman, I will be meeting with the CEO of ISF, the International Soccer Federation. He very much wants there to be an Oceania federation to start with, so a regional competition. Yep. So that possibly would be the first step, would be to get that established with the likes of New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Fiji, Samoa, etc. Establish that first, and then I certainly think that there'll be strong ground for us to put in a bid to host the World Cup in Australia. That would be fantastic.
So the pathway's there. As I said, from Mosaic Media,
for
congratulations.
Sure. Fantastic.
And
Thank you very much.
Follow you guys on your journey.
Appreciate your
now
support.
I'm here with Andre Da Silva, one of the experienced men in the squad. Now, look, in 2019 you played for South Africa. So what was the reason for the change now to represent Australia?
Back then I was an Australian citizen at the time, so I had the opportunity to represent South Africa. So that's why I played with them. and becoming a citizen of Australia now and been playing here for a long time. I was given the opportunity to be in the squad, and I took it, and I'm very proud to be a part of the squad.
Beautiful. And as I said, one of the more experienced members. What message are you giving to these younger guys who are experiencing this tournament for the first time?
I mean, I just want to tell them that age is just a number. I'm 37 years of age, and I've been playing pretty much my whole life. And I want to say to them, if they keep working hard, they train hard, dedicate themselves to whatever they dream to accomplish, they can do anything they want.
Now, if you're 37, man, I need your diet. I need everything that you're working on, man.
Man, it's like no alcohol, no parties, no, it sounds like not a very fun life, but I enjoy what I do, and the longevity that I can get out of it by doing these things, I'm proud of that. So yeah.
Now, I know, as I said, you've been in that South African camp before. Now you're in the Australian camp. What have you enjoyed about this Australian camp that you kind of feel like, this could be a successful tournament for the Australian boys?
I mean, from the day one when I got invited by Jared to come down and do a trial for the team, and this is how they started the whole project to go and take a team to Oman. So thank you, Jared, for inviting me, and thanks all the boys who put a lot of work and effort behind the scenes to make it all happen. It's been a long, long journey to make things come true, and just, happy to be part of the team, that's all.
Beautiful. Well, congratulations, and Oz Arab Media is going to be following you guys on the journey, so congratulations.
Thanks for the time. Thank you.
Now, I'm here with James Morrison, the coach of Australia's first ever soccer side. I'm going to futsal, playing in Oman.
Yep.
Has that sunk in yet that you are part of a historic moment, being the first coach?
I don't think really. I think it's like one of those ones where once you get on the plane, it'll really sink in, because there's just been such a big build up to it between training and getting everything, all the off-field stuff organised. It's just been a complete whirlwind.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be one of those moments where as soon as you sit on the plane, everything will start to sink in, and the euphoria will come forward.
Now, how's the preparation been for the boys? Have you ticked all the boxes, and are the boys geared up, ready to go?
Yeah, 100%. I think we've had a really good lead-in. Been able to get Wednesdays and sort of Thursday nights here with these fields. It's great. Got a really good lead-up in Dubai as well with our training camps and everything. So really confident. Boys are fit. We've had a really good off plan as well with a running plan that we've been able to organise, and going in really confident.
Now, I've got to ask you, coaching 11-side soccer and now 6-a-side soccer, does your coaching philosophy change a little, or how does it go?
Coaching philosophy is pretty similar. Obviously, a lot of nuances in terms of how you play, but I think keeping it nice and simple, the boys enjoy the simple philosophy of what it is. It's strong, it's attacking, it's direct sort of football, and really focusing on what we can do as a core group defensively to then sort of counter the opposition.
Now, what would make this a successful trip for you guys? Have you kind of, when you just want to advance to the knockout stage, you just want to win the whole thing? Have you talked about that?
Yeah, we have a little bit. For us, I think getting there is the success in itself. Putting everything together, getting the word out there, and pulling this 14 players together is the first tick. And then looking forward to that, making out of the group would be the exclamation mark on this trip. To then look at future years, there's plenty of soccer tournaments to happen, plenty of World Cups to happen in the future, and getting invited back for that would be amazing.
Beautiful. Well, yeah, here at Oz Arab Media, I just want to congratulate you guys on